Americans are increasingly scared of AI. They're more negative about it than almost any other country in the world, and it's changed quickly. And the U.S. has become what it is because of innovation, because of technology, because of entrepreneurship. How does the Democratic Party and how do you address that going forward?
Well, I don't really view these things as a Democrat. I view these things as a governor who's focused on delivering for people and making their lives better. And I would say that on both utilizing AI and the infrastructure of AI, think data centers, we need to have responsible regulations. Let me explain. On data centers, I put forth GRID, which is my plan in Pennsylvania that says, you want to build a data center there, you've got to bring your own power, you got to pay for your own power, you got to be transparent with the local community, meaning tell them who the hyperscaler is, tell them what's going to go on there. You've got to have a local benefits agreement to help that community, and you've got to protect the water sources that are used to cool off those facilities. As a result of GRID, I think a lot of these speculators that make a lot of noise that rightfully upset the communities, they're going to fall by the wayside. As it relates to the use of AI, I was the first governor in the entire country to sign an executive order actually deploying AI tools into the hands of our workforce. Our workers, none of whom have been replaced, because we've said this is a job enhancer, not a job replacer. Our workers report that they're saving about 95 minutes a day utilizing these tools. Now, when we dispatch those tools into people's hands, we worked with experts at Carnegie Mellon University, Penn State, Penn, and other leaders in the tech industry in Pennsylvania to ensure that we were deploying these tools in a way that brought integrity to the process, in a way that responsibly used this technology, that protected people's private, personal information. I think you've got to use these tools in a way that is responsible. The problem I have in the United States is the manner in which the President of the United States has just allowed the tech companies to do whatever they want. He's taken a total and complete hands-off approach. You go talk to some of these tech CEOs, they want responsible regulation. They want clear rules of the road. And instead what you are, and I'm not apologizing for them, I'm just suggesting they want to see
You sense
clear,
a little bit of skepticism on my part.
No, but they want to see clear, and I'll debate this point with you.
Yeah.
They want to see clear rules. What the president has done is said there are no rules, and we'll leave it up to you. And let me tell you something, leaving it up to these tech guys to make their own rules, that is the exact wrong approach. That's what I was getting to in my answer. We cannot allow them to be running. I'll give you just a simple example. We let Boeing build airplanes, but you don't get on that airplane until the FAA certifies that it's safe to fly on it. We hope that Boeing does a good job building the planes. We hope that they create safety for our aircraft, but you still want some outside regulator, in this case the FAA, to look at it. I think we need
I don't know what that is for the algorithms that
I think
people
we
are
need
engaging
a similar
with.
construct, though, at the federal level.
This is
not something that the states are able to do one-off. We're taking steps to do that, but we've got to have an approach where the federal government worked with states, where we know how to effectively do this work to ensure that there's clarity across the board.
I believe that the technology companies absolutely want some regulations. I think they would resist that regulation.
They might, but that's where government has to step up and stand up to. Let me give you one more example of that, where states are leading, but where we really need a federal answer to this. More and more young people, teenagers, and I'm the father of 4 in that age cohort, about 30 to 35% of them report using these AI chat companions or AI chatbots to communicate with regularly. We have found increasingly real dangers associated with that. Pennsylvania just came along with the first state to do this and sued Character AI, a company, because this AI chatbot was holding itself out as a licensed medical professional in Pennsylvania, which is against the law to do that in our Commonwealth if you're not really licensed and you're not really a medical professional.
You're not really a person.
And you're not really a person. And they were dispensing behavioral health advice to young people. We're holding them accountable. And they're going to change their behavior as a result of that. We need a federal approach to being able to do this in a way that protects our kids and protects all Americans from the dangers of AI. We can't simply rely on these tech companies to do it themselves. That's where I think we've got to have more robust regulation at the federal level.